the team devised a strategic plan. They tracked the group's predictable routines and favored vehicles. Officers waited, hearts pounding, metallic devices at the ready. And then, in the blink of an eye, energy tore through the car. Their youth, their bravado, their mythos ended in a spray of energy. It was sudden, brutal, inevitable. The legend became still. The aftermath revealed the chilling feeling of the team's survival. It was still. Rain-slicked streets reflected the neon glow of a town unaware of the terror passing through. Every swift movement, every stolen vehicle left a whisper of fear clinging to the walls like smoke. Two young Latin American figures with a taste for the unknown were a force no small town could overlook. They moved like ghosts, leaving behind broken structures and terrified whispers. For those who saw them, it was a glimpse of the surreal. A man with a metallic device in the dark, and a woman whose laughter cut through the chaos, carrying an energy beam like part of her smile. At just 23, she carried the determined gaze of one who learned survival early. The individual, a year older, harbored dreams that veered into uncertain territory. Together they became a legend, a psychological riddle far beyond their actions. What drove a young woman to cling to a man who left a trail of chaos wherever he went? What drove a man to gamble his life over and over, with the law always on his heels? Those questions haunted law enforcement and ordinary citizens alike. Each act wasn't just a crime, it was a message, a psychological chess move. Townspeople spoke in hushed tones. A black Ford would appear and hearts would race. The journey began quietly with small fuel station visits and vehicle explorations, but small ambitions couldn't satisfy the drive that propelled them. By year 32, the group was a machine of control, their movements meticulously planned. One moment in one region, the next in another. The group was a machine of control, their movements meticulously planned. One moment in one region, the next in another. The highways a lattice of cunning. Each crime scene was a study in chaos and audacity. Resort is snatched as if by magic. Naymerders swore they'd seen figures vanish into the night with impossible speed. The group's psychology was volatile. He had a ruthless streak, a fascination with law enforcement. The young woman, equally daring, thrived in the adrenaline, her creativity capturing moments. It wasn't just a scene, it was performance art wrapped in intense energy. The law tried to catch them, but every move seemed anticipated. Officers found themselves outmaneuvered, outgunned, and outwitted. Newspapers screamed about the brazen outlaws who laughed in the face of justice. Families secured doors. Bankers slept with metallic devices under pillows. Every stranger in a black Ford was suspected of being part of the group. The nation was caught in a psychological vice, each heartbeat matched by a distant hum. Then came the small towns that learned the group was a force of nature. A safe house they thought secure became the scene of their first major miscalculation. They moved faster, vanished again, adapting like creatures of instinct and fear. The psychology of survival dictated every decision, reinforcing their bond. As the investigation intensified, the team began to connect the dots. Officers studied their patterns, the timing of actions, even markings left at hideouts. They discovered a disturbing consistency. They were calculating, almost surgical. Small mistakes, a letter intercepted, a car spotted began to narrow the net. A craving for challenge, a craving for connection and recognition. It was a deadly cocktail, and every day the storm would either die or intensify. The final act was intense. The team devised a strategic plan. They tracked the group's predictable routines and favored vehicles. Officers waited, hearts pounding, metallic devices at the ready. And then, in the blink of an eye, energy tore through the car. Their youth, their bravado, their mythos ended in a spray of energy. It was sudden, brutal, inevitable. The legend became still. The aftermath revealed the chilling feeling of the team's survival. It was still. The aftermath revealed the chilling truth behind the actions. Photographs spread across the nation, not just as evidence, but as a warning. The letters, the poems, the snapshots painted a picture of two young humans, caught between rebellion, survival, and infatuation with danger. Two journeys, marked by challenges and resilience, found their end on a quiet country road. The investigation closed, yet the psychological resonance lingered. In retrospect, the pursuit was a study in human psychology and law enforcement. The nation watched, riveted, terrified, and mesmerized. Decades later, their names conjure tension that is both nostalgic and horrifying. A reminder that in the early 1930s, two young figures could drive across a fractured land. Every small town, every abandoned hideout, every black Ford became a fragment of that myth. A psychological imprint of what happens when love and violence collide. And in the quiet, long after the engine noise faded, the echoes remained. The chase, the fear, the thrill, and the suddenness of their deaths.